So we're live.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fifth part of the Orkland campaign for the Dark Eye. So our brave adventurers has been hard bar hoping last time. We were searching for a giant tomb. We were told that two crew members from the roaming cloud has been hiding it somewhere. So Mavon and Gruff with Hook and Miss Asgard has got to the roaming cloud. So, sorry, I was just
The
fix
roving
something.
cloud ship.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, because I had to fix something. So okay, so the roaming cloud, we got there. We got some trouble with the crew members. We weren't welcomed by them. So we guessed that they were drinking somewhere. So we searched for them through bars, and we finished at I didn't take the name of the place, but there was some tavern with a bad reputation. Why? Yeah, something like that. And it has a bad reputation. But we found Katla, who told us that the tomb was in an abandoned tower in the center of the town, who has some rumors that it has been it's haunted. And Siev, the other crewman from the roaming cloud, is waiting there for us. All the while, Marvio has been taking some information at the archivist tower, and finally got back to the rest of the group by the end of the last session. Have I missed something?
Let's not forget the drinking game.
Yeah.
Yes. If you want to hear it, just check out the last video, and
Yeah.
I have even put a link to the song to drink. You just have to click it and click it and click it again to
okay. I never noticed.
enjoy it full.
And each time you click on it, you have to take a shot.
Yes. And Mavon is currently
Yeah,
intoxicated.
Yeah, you look at the comment that I have the time, and we're going to a haunted tower with the drunken elf.
Exactly.
It's actually going to work a little better because his courage is higher now because of the drinking, and that's what he needs to fight with the spirits. His spirit banning spells is reliant on his courage.
Well, you told us that the blue fire wasn't. You weren't scared of that.
No, I have no reason to be afraid of that.
Okay. So, you're basically standing in front of a building, one story tall, that goes over to a round tower, which is three stories tall, and yeah, it looks very decrepit, very ruined. The outside, it looks like it has not seen renovations for quite some time. Bricks are missing here and there, and there's darkness coming from inside. Flowers and plants are growing inside cracks of the tower, and yeah, you're standing in front of a probably once door, now it's just a gateway to the inside of this stone building.
So is this gateway at a...
Has anyone has any source of light? Sorry.
That's okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just curious, is this gateway on a wall surrounding the tower, or is this to the actual tower?
No, this is the entrance is to this one-story building in the front.
Ah, okay, yeah, okay.
And you can access the tower through this building. Probably.
I'm less scared of the ghost and of the structural stability of this place. And I'm saying that in character.
Yeah, the first few looks through the entrance reveal that at some point in this main hall there has obviously been, or the roof has come crashing down at some points.
Okay.
So you have certain heaps of rubble that are inside this building.
Okay. Since I have some experience in house building, I will try to check if I think it's really safe to go there. If I think it will hold on.
Okay, then do your special talent.
Well, it's I know that I have something, but
Was it carpentry or?
carpentry, yeah, I have that. Oof. Oh, forget about it. It's too dark.
It's too dark. It's not the kind of roof you did do. This is also that this one, or this you can say, is it's not a typical Thorvalian house. This seems to be made by someone else. Also, building towers
Yeah,
is
I don't,
not
don't
done
understand
by
that.
Thorvalians.
Okay. Well, has any source of light?
Sorry, I didn't bring anything. It comes from Cutler.
I can create light, but it will drain me of my magical energy. It would be best if we had a torch or something.
Smoke everything out.
I can, of course, create flame.
Uksh goes to one knee and goes through his backpack and gets forth a storm lantern and uses tinderbox and stone to ignite it. And after that you have a small oil lamp which can be directed at a certain area. Here, like that. I'm not entering that tower. There's ghosts in there. We shouldn't, and you do so on your own accord.
Very well. We'll get the thumb.
I just nod. Oh, we'll see you out here. I walk up to the door and see if it's unlocked.
No, as I said, there is no door left. So whatever was there of a door, there's some pieces of rubble next to this entrance. But if that was a door at some point is hard to say.
I look down at it and I say, looks like it's locked, and walk through the door.
Mavon follows right behind.
I follow, holding. Is it me that is holding the torch?
Just say who was holding the torch.
Oh, yeah, because we didn't. I will do. I hold the torch.
Okay.
So we're only us three. Who follows?
Cutler is also a bit on her toes, following you. And Halmar is also entering, but he's grabbing some sort of amulet.
Helmer's the Gratian, isn't it? The Gratian.
No, Helma is the bard.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the Garethian is still up at the archage of this place.
Exactly.
It was Uksh that remained behind.
Uksh, not Katla, and no, I forgot.
The orc.
The orc's sleeping.
Asgard.
Asgard.
Asgard is also waiting outside.
Okay.
Alright. Well,
And that's everyone.
I follow behind Marvio,
Yeah.
carefully looking out in all the shadows and corners to see if there's anything
behind
moving.
you too.
As you step up in front, you obstruct the light from the lantern a bit, and Maven does too. So the whole scene gets even a bit more scary than it might be actually, because of the shifting light and the moving shadows. The walls are partially overgrown with plants. You see some figures, some small figures scuttle through the shadows. You have the faint effect of some high voice screeching for a second, and the walls, or rather the ceiling, and the part of the walls that go over to the ceiling seem to be covered in some almost washed out symbols that are hard to decipher.
Maven walks over to the symbols and starts examining them. Shine some light over here for me, will you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going near Maven to light the symbol.
Okay. Then you can do a language check, and do so on Bosporanian.
Bosporan. Oh, okay. I have 21 in. I don't have specific stats next to that.
Oh, wait. Let me just see.
It says 21.
Where is it? No. Okay, Bosporano. You have a talent of 6 in Bosporano.
So what do I roll? There's no specific stats or anything that I roll against.
It's for all languages. Go on cleverness, intuition, and charisma.
Ah, okay.
Though you can do 2 cleverness on this one. And cleverness, intuition. Tim, you still there? Apparently not.
No. He's been
He's very
turned into a statue.
Yeah, and he's looking very intently at the symbols. All the while, you can do perception checks.
Okay. By the way, I have got good points at my perception.
I don't even need to look that up.
So you
I succeeded my
okay?
yeah.
You
Yeah.
you didn't, Chris?
No, I really succeeded. I rolled a 3, a 7, and a 1.
Okay. So you rough probably think that there's rats about, um, and not some sort of otherworldly entity, at least down here. Um, Well, you can really see them, Chris. You have seen you have seen the reflections of the eyes in the torch, um, in the torchlight. The rats seem to be trying to hide in the walls or in cracks in the walls, and but you can hear also someone talking from upside, from from the this hall opens basically to a staircase, you can see, and from this staircase you can hear some sound of someone talking.
Can I hear specifics or just any words I can pick out or little
It
little bits and
sounds like someone's talking in a different language. Let me just see.
is it Telemedia
Nope,
or Gorethian?
probably not.
Uh, I'm pretty sure it's not Foxish. So
Exactly, yeah.
yeah.
It's not sign language that you hear. Oh no, that's something different. No, but foxes would
Foxish is
be
definitely
more of a
ant if you want to use the old D&D terms.
it's what?
The way you described it to me sounds more like a thieves' cant or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly. It's
Can you hear
more
me now?
let yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know. I had to rejoin. I had to drop and rejoin for some reason. Okay. So I'm rolling for that.
Cleverness,
Intelligence,
intuition.
intelligence.
Cleverness, intuition.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I make.
You broke up again?
I passed the roll, the skill test.
Oh, okay. So you can read here that, or by how much?
Let me edit it up. Let's see. 1, 4. By 2.
Okay. So you can make out a couple of words. The problem is that the roof seems to be very, very, you say, untight, and not as waterproof as it was probably once was, and so the signs are almost washed out by um, every time that water has come down on this house. And you can make out a couple of words like Prius, the god of the sun, um, he who rules over all, um, um, the king of the gods, and so on.
While he's doing all this, I actually take a few steps and is there a door in between us and that stairwell, or is that also covered?
That's also freely, but there's not even there's nothing there to suggest that there was a door at any time. Oh, and
Oh.
Tim has just dropped again.
Okay, well, I walk over to the non-door. I walk over to the area, and
To the
I look
archway.
towards the staircase, and I just look in to see if I can see anything.
Okay.
All the while, I turn to Maven while he's reading. Did you hear that, Maven?
You didn't hear
Actually, I
anything.
got dropped off. I didn't hear anything. I got dropped off.
Okay. Did you hear that, Maven? Look, there's someone talking. We hear it from the
I
staircase.
didn't hear that. I did.
Yeah, that's just Chris for now.
Okay. Well,
Who?
okay, I thought I had to do that check because I succeeded too, but
No, you and Chris, you both heard something, but you two just noticed the rats together, and Chris also noticed, or rather, Marbio also noticed someone talking from upstairs.
okay. So okay. Did you hear that, Maven? There's some rats in here, vermins.
Well, of course
More than
there's
just
rats.
And rats aren't. Don't talk about rats like that. I've had to live with rats before. They happen to be very sweet and intelligent creatures.
While they're gnawing your fingers. Untidy creatures.
But I heard something in this room.
I thought it was
Okay.
rats.
What did you hear?
You heard something other than rats?
Yeah, just some quiet talking. Didn't even understand it. Maybe it's just my
Quiet
imagination.
talking?
What did you hear? Will come from Chell.
Rat talking?
Katla, I mean.
I mimicked the kind of voices I heard, but I didn't. But something like that, you know.
I believe there is even a talent for that.
Okay, I probably don't have it trained. But,
I'm not sure. On the old editions, you always had it on your character sheets, but I don't think it's here. But you might actually have it. Ba, 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 ba.
let's see. Talents.
Would be nature.
Nature.
No, I don't think you have it. No,
Well,
I don't find imitate voices. Okay, yeah, but you make some. Yeah, some. It sounds like a da 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 da. Sounds
it's a very
like
guttural language, kind of a very harsh language, you know. But probably just my imagination. I look through the archway just to be sure. Do I see anything?
You can look up and down this staircase, but because you have the light comes from far away from the room, you can't see up very far. But you definitely have the. It definitely appears as if the voice becomes louder a bit more pleading, actually.
What are you hearing?
Um,
Marvio, what are you hearing? What?
It's pleading almost.
Pleading?
Yeah. Put the torch in here, man. I wave rough.
It's a bit stuck and can't really get forward, grabbing one of his amulets.
Uh, it. Uh, I can't really describe it. Can you guys?
Oh, there's stairs up up into the tower, but also there's a stair leading downwards
Hmm,
into some kind of cellar.
This is in the room that he's looking at.
Yeah,
There's
and
stairs.
the staircase that basically is at the base of the tower.
is it coming from up or downstairs? As far as I can tell, is it coming
It's
from
hard.
above me or below me?
It's hard to make out, but it seems to come up from upstairs, though it's resounding from almost all of the walls.
It's very quiet. It's, and I wave. You've got good ears, don't you, Mavon?
Why, yes, I do.
Uh,
Okay, then
come closer and listen as well.
Maven walks right into the room and goes over to the stairways and listens to see which direction he can hear the voices coming from.
okay, then do a perception check too.
Okay, perception 4. My cleverness is depreciated because of my drunkenness. 2. Actually, I just pass. I pass.
Okay.
I rolled a 2, 13, and 12.
Yeah, as you come closer, you can also hear this faint sound coming from upstairs, and it's also Bosporano, you would say. Whatever is said, and you can make out words like why, forsaken, kill
I
us
would
all.
say I would say that the ghost is upstairs.
A ghost?
I believe Gruff has a special attribute applicable for this
Yeah, no,
situation.
superstition. And well, I am more than that number, so I keep my cool.
Okay.
Let's hope wherever that ghost came from is already decayed and everything. I don't want
Well,
to
it's
catch.
a ghost,
Yeah, I said
so I'm
the
pretty sure it's a spirit. I don't think it has much flesh left.
Yeah.
What you can see is the staircase seems to be made out of stone, so at least there's no great reason to fear it crashing down.
Okay.
How steep is the stairs?
Oh, it's actually it's not very comfortable if you're asking about that, and you probably wouldn't fit next to each other on the staircase, so one will have to go after the other.
Is this
Well,
is it going to be enough for me, for my fear of heights to be affecting me?
Yeah, I think that could be a problem.
Okay.
I
But yeah, but probably just when you go beside windows and so on, which
Okay.
are more not holes, but oh, do you know this? How small windows,
yeah,
just of the size of.
It's
like arrow slots.
Yeah, exactly, something
Yeah.
like
Murder
that.
holes.
They have a technical term for them, but I forgot.
I think it was like the murder holes or something like that. No, that's where you drop stuff out on people.
Yeah. Well, I go ahead and
Well,
you know, I make my way up the stairs because I'm curious about this. I can't
Okay.
really understand, but
Okay. Do you just go normally? Do you try to sneak or?
I walk up casually,
Okay. Um,
turn
yeah.
around about halfway down, and ask Mavon, "Are you coming?"
You notice that he's looking a little sweaty and clammy as he's looking at the stairs. So he goes over next to the wall and kind of hugs the wall and starts walking up the stairs and being careful not to look over towards where the windows are.
As you walk up the stairs, the light from the lantern grows ever more faint because it obviously can't shine too far around the corner. And at some point, you always have to wait a bit until. Does Gruff get up, or do you
Yes.
wait down?
No,
Okay.
no, I follow. Say to
Okay.
Maven, oh, if you fall down the stairs, I will be there to catch you.
That is very encouraging.
Yeah. Your fear of heights check, by the way, is one harder because the world is already shaking a bit.
Oh, okay. Stay close with the light, Gruff, please. I don't want to be in darkness on the stairs.
Oh yeah, I'll follow close with the torch.
Like sling him over your back and carry him. I say jokingly.
No, that won't be necessary. I can manage. But he's breathing deeply
You
as he is
can,
walking along the side of the wall.
as you talk on the stairs, you can hear the voice grow a bit louder. They are coming. It is time.
Tell him we're nobody important. I tell to Mavon.
That's again in Bosporano, so only
Maven.
Maven can understand that.
Yeah, he said he could understand that, right? Or did he actually say that
Do
yet?
I hear them say that?
No,
Did I hear?
you heard. They are coming. It is time.
Okay, I repeat that. I heard the voice that said they're coming. It's time. I think we should be careful. There might be a trap up here.
Okay.
Oh.
I take my axe with my other end.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard. Well, I keep going up the stairs. Just keep my I know it's not going to help me against ghosts, but but just for security reasons, to remain courageous, I keep my hand on my sword.
Okay.
And I walk casually up the steps and look around.
Yeah. At some point, you get to the second level of this tower, and there's a door, slightly. It's obviously was once wooden, but the wood parts seem to have almost rotted away, and there's only the iron. I don't know. The word is Beschlag in German. It's hardened with iron parts. So the frame of the door basically is made of iron, and the body is made of wood, and the body has rotted away, and only the frame remains.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It just a reinforced door. It's what it sounds like at one time.
Yeah. And it's swinging slightly in the wind.
Oh, is there a breeze coming through here? Is there like a hole in the wall we can see?
There's actually going a lot of wind through this tower. Just small, slight breeze, but you can imagine if there wasn't much wind going on outside, so if the wind would pick up at any time, this would most certainly be a very windy place.
Do I have I ask him, what was the language again? To
Bosporano.
Navon?
It's
Let's
Bosporano.
see.
But it's not. It's old. I don't recognize most of the writing that was down there.
I roll my history, and I got 4, 12, and 13. That's cleverness, and intuition. I only have 2 points in it.
Okay.
4, cleverness, 12. Okay, I got both of those. And 13 for intuition. Yeah, actually, I think I got it. You know?
Okay.
Who spoke Vosperano back then?
Bosporano is the language of the old empire that was actually had its center in the modern Eurasia, and is kind of spoken as the language of the learned at modern days. So it's more sort of Latin.
Oh, I see. But they probably, but with my history roll, would I see them knowing anything like anything that I would possibly be able to speak? Did any of those things exist at that
Well,
time?
Goretia is basically a that at least you probably know is a simplification of Bosporano, a very strong simplification. And
Would they have any dealings with?
someone who speaks Bosporano might actually understand Goretia, at least the spoken language, though it might sound like barbarians talking to him.
All right, so I go up and I say, in Grecian, do you guys understand what I'm saying, or as loud as I can? Just to just to test it.
Why have you forsaken us?
Do I hear that?
Yeah, that's what you hear.
Can I respond in Bosporano?
You can try.
I would.
You can
I don't know if
else.
I just. Let me see if I don't know if I just read it or can I speak it as well.
You can also speak it. It's
okay.
You would sound a bit wooden probably because you have no active reason to talk to people in Bosporano. It's more like reciting what you read, and that's what you've done so far.
Okay. I clear my throat, and with my best academic voice, I say, "You have not been forsaken. Who is it that you believe that has forsaken you?"
They've taken someone prisoner.
Who has?
Who are you?
We are here from the city. We mean you no harm.
You are burning it down. You will kill us all.
No, we are here to help.
What are you guys saying? I say that out loud in character.
There's someone up there who thinks that we're here to kill them. I quietly say. May we show yourself?
Prius, how can you allow this? How can you forsake us?
We are here to help. Show yourself.
Knowing that my Garetian is kind of barbaric to them, I am just a simple person. Will I have to roll bluff for this? I do not know anything about this tower or the fire or anything like that.
No, you
And
don't need to roll anything.
okay.
For the moment, at least.
What is your name?
You have them with you.
No, they are not here.
Enter then.
Very well. Gruff, shine the light in here.
Okay,
I go
okay.
ahead and open
I'm
the door
following.
carefully.
So, for the now, you three stand in this
I,
doorway.
I,
The light goes into basically the staircase is round and in the center of the tower, and so you see outside to basically a room that is circular and goes around the staircase. And in there you can see someone standing aside from you, watching at the door or looking at the door, standing slightly hunched. Quite tall, actually.
Can we tell if it's male or female?
It's hard to say. It's all still cast in shadows.
I walk into the room with my hands open. I am not here to harm you, I say in Bosporano.
I'm following Maven close to have the more light as possible on this figure.
Okay, so as you put your torch on this figure, you can hear a very high screeching. The person standing there looks like a Thorvalian. Always the rough beard, the fur coat, the helmet, and so on. And there's a bluish glow coming from his eyes.
Oh.
Another superstition check.
Yeah, I saw it coming. Oh, I'm okay. I'm still okay. But
Okay.
I'm backing up 2 or 3 footsteps.
Okay. You've brought them with you.
No, they are not here.
There
What is
he
your-
is. There they are. Why? Why have you forsaken us, Prius? He will talk to the ceiling. If you will forsake us, then we will have our revenge otherwise. Revenge in death. Chakraman, revenge us. And in this moment you hear a ripping, like something is ripping at the foundations of nature itself. It almost feels like the tower is shaking a bit. Maven can do a magical knowledge test.
Let's see, is that under lore?
Yeah, or magic lore. I think it's
Magic lore.
also. Though it's 5 points harder.
Oh, okay, so I don't get any bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, I failed.
Okay. Okay.
We mean no harm to you.
He now grabs he behaves like he's trying to grab something from his side, though there is nothing there, and seems to make a step towards you, raising something that is not in his hand, and then running towards you and screaming.
I pull out my sword and, you know, get in a defensive stance and just like I put my hand out like, you know, I'm ready to do this, but you know, we don't have to.
Okay.
And yeah.
So
I position myself behind Marvio.
okay. So you take a step back, almost crashing into Gruff,
Well,
obstructing the light for a moment.
but I took a couple of steps toward that person. I'm scared, but I say, hey, back up, man, back up, with my axe in front of me.
He doesn't seem to hear you and comes at you and tries to hit you. His arm comes down, and he would actually hit.
If he had something in his hand.
Well, in this case, he hit too close to you. If he had something in his hand, he would probably bring it down on your head. Now he just will hit you with his fist.
Okay.
Oh, stop that, dude.
Who did
So,
the attack?
do you accept the hit, or do you try to do something against it?
I try and dodge.
Okay. Then, well, do a parade roll.
All right. Parade.
That's
120.
just one die.
Oh. Oh. Parade. Which one's parade?
Well, I just check if there's dodge.
Oh, parry. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, that's what I meant exactly.
Okay. Well, the first one I missed anyway because it's a 10, a 20, and a 20. So.
No. You just roll one die.
Yeah, I know, but the lowest one I rolled anyway, a 10, so it's not gonna.
Okay, so yeah, you get as this fist comes crashing down on you, you feel a very strong chill, like energy is drained directly from you. It's not so much the physical contact that's hurting you, it's more like that he's coming closer to you, and these blue eyes seem to glow stronger as he touches you, and you lose 3 points of health.
Alright. Okay.
Okay.
Well, can I attack myself?
Can you what?
Can I attack now?
If you want, you can attack.
Alright, I'm going to try and stab for the eyes. I'm going to try and do a thrust for the eyes.
With your saber?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume it's a saber capable of thrusting. It's not like really steeply curved or anything.
No, you can try that.
Alright, 9. So that's 9 under my base attack is 7, and my saber is I probably made the attack, but I've actually hit him in the eyes is the big question. Where the hell's my weapons?
How much? By how much did you succeed? Oh, you have to look at your talent sheet. There you have the skill rank you have in your saber. And you should have, if not, then you should allocate them 2 values, 1 for attack, 1 for parry.
I succeeded by 4.
Okay. he doesn't dodge. So you basically take your sword up and stab it in his head. Do damage, but instead of a D6, you take a D20.
20 worth of damage. Okay. 19.
Okay, so the what you see is this guy comes running at you. Hits he hits Marbio, who gets pushed back a bit and then raises his saber and sticks it into his head, where it sticks, and the guy starts screaming, falling back, and falling over, and now lies on the floor with the saber still in his head. You can do perception checks, all bit more difficult.
Oh, this is going to be terrible. 18, 15, and 10. I
Okay,
failed.
so you are transfixed on the body. You too?
Oh,
You can do perception checks too.
oh, I got a 20
I
in
did.
my roll.
Oh, what? What?
He got
I
a 20.
failed.
You failed and you...
Yeah, I got a 20.
Okay,
I
so
fail also.
you all are transfixed on the body on the floor, which doesn't... first you rolls around a bit, and that stops at some point.
I walk over and I try and take my.
Yeah, the body lying on the floor stopped moving. You can grab your saber and pull it out if you want.
That's what I do.
Okay,
And,
then
Will
the
this
body
affect-
will.
this
The
affect
body
me because-
will. Sorry.
Will this affect me because of my necrophobia? I mean, he's been dead a long time.
No, this guy hasn't been dead a long time.
Oh.
He's if he's dead, then he's quite recently deceased. Yeah. You pull out. You pull out the saber, and he thrashes around one more time, and then the blood coming from his face. He rammed himself basically against the wall, and then he lies there with one open eye.
Okay, well then I roll my necrophobia and I roll on 2, so
No.
I'm...
You don't have to roll just because you see someone dead. It's really if people are dead for a longer time.
Oh, okay. It's like, oh shit, guys, I think I did something very bad here.
I think this was an unfortunate occurrence.
What was he talking about before you killed him?
I think it was the ghost. I think he was possessed. Looking at his eyes and how he has a physical form, I think he was possessed by the ghost of this place.
Okay.
I mean, that we could be possessed at any time?
As
Take
you
courage, have good faith, have strong will, and you can resist them too.
as you talk about this, you notice that it seems like the floor is covered in smoke at this point. That seems to be coming from nowhere.
Oh, what was that?
I wipe my blade off on my pants, and I stick it back in the thing, and I walk down the steps very calmly.
Okay.
I quickly go over to the body and begin searching it, see if there's the thumb on him.
You pat him down, and you can find quite a couple of things on him. You can find an axe, a drinking flask. You can find his purse. He seems to have a horn. A signal horn. But there's no giant's thumb on him. As you pat him down, suddenly the one eye that remains intact suddenly seems to emit some kind of darkness from itself and seems to be looking right at you. And one hand comes up and grabs your throat.
I hear the commotion, then I go back up the steps as fast as I can.
You haven't gone very far down, actually.
Oh, okay.
You probably
Wow.
just turned around to leave.
Since I was giving some light to Maven while he was searching the body, I see that.
Yeah, you see that
So
this.
I take my axe and right in his forehead.
You what?
I put
He
an
takes his axe right
in
to
his
his forehead.
forehead.
Okay, you
Like that.
take a slash. You
Yeah.
hit him or you just put it. Okay, then do an attack roll, and do
Great.
it with an increased difficulty of 3 because Maven's head is very close.
Well, I'm quite
Game one
good
now.
at that, and I succeed with all my points. You know, I
Oh,
have 7
okay.
points in axe.
No,
so
no.
I,
The way this works, because you so far didn't have close combat, you have to take the points from your skill, and you have to allocate it to attack and parry.
both.
For example, if you have a talent of 7, then you could allocate, for example, 4 to attack and 3 to parry.
Okay.
And you would add these numbers to your basic values in attack and parry.
Yeah, that's what I did, and I put all my points into getting my axe here, and I have succeeded. So I have my all 7 points in his forehead.
Okay. Yeah. Then do a damage roll for your axe,
No problem.
and also you can also use a d20. Oh, well, no, wait. Just make a normal. Forgot something.
6.
6 points of damage. Okay. Yeah. You're in front of your face, Maven. Suddenly an axe blade appears, slashed into the forehead of this dead person grabbing your throat. Smoke now coming from the wound in his head and from his mouth. And he still grabs your throat even harder.
Can I try to wrestle his hand off?
You take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
It's quite hard to speak at this moment.
How many days have passed since we were at the beach?
Oh, you had about 5 days, I would say.
Okay. So we should be
Um,
healed all the way up by now then.
How much damage did you take at that point?
I was down to 18.
Okay, you would have 6d6 of regeneration till then. So
Okay.
probably you're healed up.
Okay.
And
And
that's
same thing
without
with my astral points.
that's with yeah, and that's without the medical attention you received from the scout of the ship. So you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes me down. Okay. After he's crushing my throat, now can I try to pry his fingers off of my throat and force
You
his hand
can.
away?
You can do a unarmed combat check to parade, in fact, to see if you can get loose.
Where would that be at? Would it be brawling?
Exactly, yeah. Brawling
So what
parade.
I roll it. So I roll a d20.
You roll a d20 and you try to do a parade with the points you allocate to the brawling parade and
What
your
do I need
basic
to
parade.
roll? So I just say
you'll-
it says brawling 4.
Now you allocate how much of your points in brawling you allocate to parade. You can do basically 0, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the others go to attack.
Okay. So I'm not trying to attack him. I'm just trying to get him off my hand. So
No,
would
no.
that be a parry?
I mean you have to decide how proficient you are in parrying and how proficient you are in attacking.
Okay. So I'll put 1 in attack and 3 in parry.
Okay. And now you take your basic parry value that's on your main character sheet and add that.
Parry. Where is that at?
Base parry value is under the attribute square.
Oh, I see it. Okay, 6.
So you
6
have
plus
basically
3.
9.
9. Okay. I rolled 13 plus 9. That gives me 22.
No, you have to roll equal or under the 9.
Oh, okay. So that I failed.
So you failed. You try to pull yourself away, but the arm seems to even grow stronger as you try to get away and pulls you back in.
Well, my eyes full of fear takes the arm to the wrist like it was an old branch. I've dropped my torch and I want to cut that arm like if it was just an old branch.
Okay, then again do an attack roll. This time without the increased difficulty.
Okay. Oh, I failed.
Okay. What's good for you, high or low, Maven?
Let's go high.
Okay, you're in luck. You try to hit the arm, though at that moment the arm goes to the side and seems to throw Maven to the side. So your axe misses, but you also miss Maven. And Maven gets thrown against the wall and takes another 3 points of damage.
I go for the torch and
The torch now rolls around on the floor, making the scene even more ghostly with the light suddenly being here, being there.
I
Sorry.
grab the torch as best I can.
Yeah.
No, I think she's outside. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
And I still have an action left. I still have a. So I'm going to try and set the thing on fire. See if
Okay.
that slows down any.
So you basically want to throw the lantern at the Thorvalion?
Yeah.
Okay. Then do you have a throw knife or something on your
Yeah, I have
combat?
throw knife. It's
Okay.
very small though. It's
Okay.
throwing daggers for 2, so
Let's just use your usual ranged combat basic value as to determine if you hit. Should also
That's
be
it.
on your front page.
Okay. Can I just make a move and attack of some sort, or do I have to take another round to do that?
Well, that could happen right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually go up to him and try and stick him with the torch.
It's
That'll be.
not. It's not a torch. It's a lantern. So you will have to break the lantern to get the fire out. Actually,
Oh, okay.
I didn't have a torch in my hand.
It was a
It's-
lantern.
it's,
Oh, it
it's
was
a
a
lan-
lantern,
a storm lantern.
Okay, okay.
So it's basically an oil lantern encased in metal,
Okay.
which with windows that you can shut, so you can have either lighting in
Direct.
all directions or in special directed light.
All right. So I
I
take it
yell.
with both hands, swing it at him.
Okay, so you fling it at him. Then do the check for ranged combat.
Ooh, 17.
Okay, so the lantern goes flying through the room,
No.
hits the wall behind, hits the wall behind the Thorvalion. And what is good for you all? High or low? Everyone gets one choice.
Hi.
No.
High, low,
I'll try a low.
high, and high, low, and low. Okay. Okay. You're unlucky, I'm afraid. Well, the lantern hits the wall and crashes into a couple of pieces, and the oil spills around on the wall and on the floor, and suddenly it gets very bright indeed. Because a fire is breaking out.
Oh.
Well-
The Thorvalion with the oh no, you pulled the axe out, but he now looks at Gruff and slowly tries to get one arm to you. The other is also creeping up and trying to grab the arm that you used to try to hold his arm.
Okay.
So he makes an unarmed attack, and he would grab you just slightly.
Yeah, and I will make an unarmed parry.
Okay.
Okay, I can't parry that.
Okay. So you
And I
basically pull your arms. You pull your arms back just in time, but he tries to get to his feet and get closer to you.
While all this is happening,
Okay, I
Mavon
kick him
starts
in the
reaching
chest.
into his.
What?
While all this is happening, Mavon starts rummaging through his pouches, and he pulls out a piece of chalk, and he's going to start drawing a circle on the ground.
Okay. You can all do a perception check, by the way, because now there's much light.
9, 12, and 4.
Okay.
So,
I don't pass. I fail.
I pass.
Okay. Okay. Gruff and Marvio both notice a large bundle lying further down the side of the wall, basically on the other side of the staircase of this round room. Lying on the floor that doesn't look like it belongs here in the newfound light of the fire.
well, okay, I dive for that because I don't want her heirloom burning up in this tower. She would probably be very mad about that.
Could be.
Well, I say it's her own
Me,
fault.
I
Giving it to someone else to hide.
That's our argument here. And I will kick the possessed, the Tarwalian in the chest to push him in the fire.
Okay. Do an unarmed attack.
Yes. Very good.
And okay, and do a strength test.
Strength check.
Yep. He doesn't try
Very good
to
too.
evade. You did? Did succeed?
I'm yeah. Oh yeah. Great success here.
Okay.
I'm searching my words.
Okay.
Nine. I have nine below my strength score.
Okay. You put your feet to his chest and you give him one strong push, and he's put into the fire against the wall, and immediately starts to catch fire because of the fur on him. That's something for next rounds. You can see Marbio rushing beside you towards this bundle you've seen lying on the floor. Next to you, Maven is trying to draw something on the ground. Okay, I'll have to just check how long that will take.
It's one game round.
Oh, that would be 5 minutes. So
Really? Oh, okay.
yeah, one game round. There's combat rounds, there's actions, and there's game rounds. And game rounds are about 5 minutes.
Okay.
So if you want to,
I thought that was just like
decrease-
one.
No. If you want to decrease the time, then you will have to accept penalties. Let's say penalty 1 for each minute. So.
Well, I have to, I guess.
How
Unless we
many-
just
how
want to
many-
run out.
How many points do you have?
3.
3 points. Okay.
Oh.
You can go below 0 and still do the check. So if you want to do it now, then you will have an increased difficulty of 5. And,
Is that on each roll? I add 5 to it?
no. If you had 3 points, you said?
Yes.
And then each attribute would be decreased by 2 for the purpose of this roll, and you have no points to compensate for errors.
Okay. Well, it's not looking very likely that this will happen. That this will work. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard if you have to improvise as much as that.
Yeah. So, okay. I was thinking it was just like one game round was one.
Yeah.
turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you still want
Let's
to
get
try
out of
it?
here.
Or-
No.
Okay.
I'm not. That's gonna take forever. It's gonna be a waste of energy. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done destroying landmarks for today. So I run down the steps.
Okay, you run. Try to do an unarmed parry, please, because now the Thorvalian is screaming again in a very natural voice,
9,
and
16.
running about, burning.
Wait.
Just
Oh, the
one
first
roll.
So it's
Just one roll.
Okay, base parry
Well-
value. What's my?
We all do that.
Yeah, you too, definitely.
Success.
Okay.
I got.
I missed it by 1.
Okay,
I
so
dodged my way out and let that guy.
Not the punchiest man in the world. Oh,
You-
brawling is 3. Okay, so
you
Yeah.
try to run past him. You made it?
yeah, I made it. I didn't think I had any in brawling, but I was
Oh,
looking
okay.
at
Okay.
brawling.
So you almost get hit by him as he's crashing around into the walls, kind of running around, trying panically to extinguish the fire.
I want to push him in the stairs.
No, we have to go that way.
Well, he will light us. He will light us the way. We will see where we're going.
Okay. You will do an unarmed attack.
Yeah, I'm doing it with my, with my axe. I'm pushing him with my axe, and I want to touch him directly.
Then do an attack roll with your axe.
So you're throwing him down the stairs that Marvio just ran down.
I got it.
I wonder what the people downstairs think. Atla and
Yeah.
Bard.
Wonder who this Torvalian probably might be. Yeah. Okay. Did you hit? Francois, did you hit?
Oh yeah, I succeed full.
Okay.
I'm lucky. I'm
Okay.
lucky tonight.
Okay. Then you push him down, and screaming, he falls down the staircase, burning.
Rolling down behind Marvio, running down the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, you were already in the stairs.
I
Yeah.
shake my hand at Gruff and like, what the hell did you think?
I thought he was still doing his circle.
No, that was me.
Okay, Mario. Okay. I thought he was okay. Run faster.
Okay. Yeah. You follow the falling,
Yes.
burning man down the staircase, who, with a thud, comes lying down at the bottom of the stairs. Maven, who ran faster,
Okay.
comes back into the main room. No one to be found. You can hear loud voices from outside screaming, but at the moment there's too much noise going on. And you can hear the others coming down the stairs also. Yeah. And there's actually quite much smoke in this room, it seems. that
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be coming from outside.
Well, I'm just running for the door, for the hole in the wall,
Yeah,
the
we
hole
want to
where the
get
door used to be.
we
Okay.
want to get out of here.
Okay, so you just take your hands, your legs in your hands and run. Maven, you too? Or
Yes, I'm running behind him.
okay. Sorry. Yeah. You all exit the house. The air suddenly becomes very clear, as opposed to the smoky, slightly foggy inside, and you all feel like your head becomes clearer again. Outside there's Cutler, who's being held back by Asgard. Halmar, who's looking through a window inside, and Uksh, who is holding his crossbow at the door, almost seeming like he will shoot you, but then he points you out of the way.
Okay.
Marvio, check the bundle, check the package, make sure it is what we're after.
Okay, I opened it up.
Inside you find something that's very waxen in its nature. One side is completely sealed by wax. The rest looks like, yeah, from the form, it's almost like a large loaf of bread with a nail clipping attached to it.
That looks like
Yeah,
it. It's close enough. Hurry, let's get back
Yeah.
to the longhouse. We need to get away from here.
Before I ask everyone, does anybody know of any like homeless man or something that has disappeared from around this area anytime recently?
Did you
I think it would be safe
you-
to conclude that we shouldn't go anywhere near the roaming cloud ship.
did you
Yeah,
did you find Yalf? What?
I don't
I think I
know.
heard him. Will come from Cutler.
That's what I thought. Well-
We found a body up at the top, but we
I-
dropped the lantern.
I heard him screaming.
No,
It was a
that
possessed
just,
body.
Possessed?
It was possessed with blue light in its eyes, and it was trying to kill us.
By the gods! And she will run away.
Okay,
Let's make back to
Although-
the longhouse quickly.
yeah, before all the roaming cloud is getting at us. At least
I don't
tonight
think we
we
have
won't.
very many friends here.
Asgard will more casually than, or will quite casually lean over to Gruff.
Okay.
Did you kill him to get the thumb?
No, we killed
No.
him to get the hell out of there.
That's right. We had to save our life because that thing didn't like us.
That thing?
It wasn't human anymore, I guess. And tonight, the people of Tarwal won't see blue lights, but will see a normal fire from the tower.
Yeah, actually, you can see this. There is quite a bit of smoke coming from the top, but it doesn't look like the fire is really catching the entire building, because it's made of stone mostly.
Yeah.
So you can see a couple of flames coming from the top side, and it's also a couple of people are already on the street and watching this, but no one seems to come closer.
Okay, let's get back to the longhouse.
Yeah.
Okay. As you solemnly make your way back towards the longhouse through the wall, people seem to notice the fire in the house more and more. Though when you are at the longhouse, you can't really make out the spot anymore, looking over your shoulders, even though you are high above the city. So it probably stopped already.
Let's get inside. Hurry.
Okay.
I go ahead and walk into the longhouse.
Yeah, inside you'll still find this sleeping orc in front of the fire.
I look at him like, I have a feeling he would have loved to be with us. And I say that kind of nervously, and
in the next room you will see that Detrat seemingly has returned and is also sleeping in his bed.
Is Garheld
Okay.
there? No, Garhald isn't here.
did she believe Grunt?
I go over and shake Dietrich slightly, try to wake her up.
Huh? What?
Where is Garheld?
How should I know?
Detrot's the Garatian who
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay. I thought Dietrich was Garheld. Okay.
No.
You haven't seen Garheld here?
Not since I left for the tower. That man can drink.
Whoa.
Well, we found out the elf can too.
You smell like oil. What's happened with you?
We we gotta explain this as a group, but we kind
It's
of
too long of a story to explain right now. We just need to see Garheld. We need to find where she's at.
Well, I guess she is in the main building, but I have no idea. She's probably
Do we know
sleeping
where
by
the
now.
main building is?
Yeah. This fenced community, if you will. There's a couple of longhouses here, and this building she took you to with the cards, the maps, I mean. And there's one that sticks a bit out that the well is in front and so on.
Very good. I go over to Marvio and Gruff. Say, let's go over there. We should wake her up now.
Yeah,
Get
I think
rid
it's
of
a
this
good idea.
thing. Let's get
Also,
rid of this thing.
Get rid of this thing and get ourselves some sleep.
Yes. So
Okay.
let's go over.
I just kind of stay very quiet and follow you guys.
Hey, go in front, Marvio. You have a new title, I guess.
Yes, you're our leader now.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I must say, Marvio, that secretly I hope that you found the thumb. I have more trust in you than all the others.
Brown
You seem
under.
to have more of a smooth. You seem to have a more smooth tongue than most. I think a leader would be one who is able to speak better, better than one who is able to cleave or shoot an arrow at someone.
It's probably true.
That's not. I'm not saying that as an attack on you, Gruff. I was speaking of the others.
Oh,
Yeah, as you make your way over, you make your way over. There's no one outside. As you knock on the door, couple of moments later, a woman, maybe in her mid-20s, with red braids, opens the door. Yes?
Is Garheld here?
She's sleeping.
It is very important
well,
that we see her.
Yeah, it's a little more than the contest. Something happened at the tower.
The
Well,
what?
we need to return her thumb to her.
You need to return her thumb to her?
Yes, her giant's thumb.
Ah, that's... Sorry, I'm a bit overslept. Yeah, I will wake her. Come inside. She will bring you inside a main hall with a large table, where you can sit down. And after a short while, she appears in a long black coat. Sorry, coming towards you. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, Gar.
It's been an interesting evening.
She will look at the bundle in front of you. Oh, that was done earlier than I suspected.
well, Garheld, I have something to say. Someone died tonight because of that.
What? She will look very concerned.
That tower, there was the person that I think that Katla gave to give the to take care of the thumb.
Who's Cutler?
Someone else. Or,
Your friend,
the archivist gave. The archivist
archivist
gave it
gave
to his
the
butler.
thumb to his-
His butler
yes.
gave it to his to someone else, and that person gave it to Katla, and Katla gave it to someone else, and that someone else was at the top of the tower, at this top of this haunted tower, and his eyes were glowing blue. He attacked us.
The curse tower.
Yes.
Yes. And I thought,
She will
well,
sigh. She will sigh. I will really have to speak with the academy about that tower.
well, let us.
What was his name?
Tiev. And let us say that I'm not really happy about that contest. It was to take some lives. I don't know if it was supposed to be like that, but
Believe me, it wasn't. Actually, it's probably unimportant by now, but the intention behind this contest was to get you doing something together, so you can find out who is the best suited, not the one who can grab the thumb the first.
Now, there was fire all over the place, and I didn't think you wanted your thumb to be destroyed in the fire.
Well, that's good, but the tower burned down?
It didn't burn down. We dropped a lantern because we were fighting the that Tiff guy. His eyes were glowing blue, and I actually threw the lantern at him.
Uh-huh. So we
And he was
will discuss this in the morning. I will have someone from the College of Mages come over to make sure that your words are correct, that you speak the truth, and then we will go looking for this shelf. Is there anything? Is there anything more? Something that's more urgent?
Nothing that can't wait till the morning. I just kind of want to go to bed.
Good. If you have nothing else, then we will make your. You will make your. What's the word? Not accusations, but the opposite, basically.
Defense.
Televised.
Yeah,
Defense.
you will make your defense in the morning, and yeah, okay. We will rest now. Okay. If you don't want to do anything when you are with Garheld, then you will be brought back to the Longhouse.
Yeah, make my way back to the Longhouse.
And there you can go to sleep.
Yeah, say good night, leader.
We have to talk about this tomorrow. I don't.
I knew that nothing good would come of this whole ridiculous contest for prove who's a leader.
That's why I find it funny.
Okay. So, next time we will basically will do the rest of what you do in this town.
Yeah.
And probably even get started on your travels. And you get we will basically fast forward maybe 5 days or so.
Okay.
And you will have 100 additional adventure points to spend on your characters.
Okay.
After next session.
Yeah, and you all have a special experience in history if you want to increase that. Which means that you can increase history for one level with one column easier.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're going to do the 5 days, I want to spar with the orc if weapon's kind of similar to me.
You will notice that he has quite a different fighting style from you. Way more brutal, but he also has something akin to a saber, but the blade is very dissimilar. It's more like a saw. It has different teeth on the blade.
So it's kind of like a. So it's got like a saw thing towards the base, and.
What?
It's got like saw teeth towards the base, or all down the blade.
All down the blade, but they are very large teeth, if you will.
Oh. Huh.
Which isn't very good for your weapon, by the way. Because
You don't ever spar with the weapon you actually have. I was talking about getting blasters.
He kind of he will try to use the weapons he uses.
Oh.
It
Okay,
might be
well,
better to spar with the dwarf.
Okay, yeah. I think that might be a good idea. I'll do axe against saber style.
That's probably even more likely. He does every midday does tend to spar even without anyone, like shadow fighting.
Yeah.
So he's more than welcoming you to join him then. Okay.
All right. Our fighting styles are very different, so he'd probably welcome the experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I know that the next day I have to go to the temple of Swafnir to get something out of our whale tail.
Yeah.
And I have the intention to follow Maven at some point to the Magic Academy to see what those special pills are all about.
Mm-hmm.
Because Gruff doesn't see that with a good eye.
Okay.
That's 100 experience, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we get that this session? I thought you said it was after next session.
No, you get the experience now, and you basically can you spend them in the next 5 days.
Okay.
Okay.
For Mario, no, not Mario, Maven. If you want, I can look up a couple of spells you might pick up at the academy.
Okay.
They're mostly doing clairvoyance in this academy. If you have any special interest in clairvoyant abilities, then basically best send me a note or something.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's always interested in it, learning something new.
Okay. Yeah, then let's end the session. Any comments?
This was an interesting session. Had a lot of role playing, and it was kind of tragic. I felt very bad towards the end. Well, I didn't, but
you made a decision. That's for sure.
There's prices for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well,
Mavon
that session,
is really tired of this city.
The session was cool. The combat was cool. It was well described. He's not just hit parry. We were able to try to do some other tricks on that combat. So yeah.
Okay. Glad you liked it.
I learned what a game round is.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have made that more clear, probably.
Oh, that's okay. So it's like a turn.
I
D&D
don't know
terms,
the
it might be
so I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of combat would have been the thing we made in the combat is just things. We felt that it was the things we could do at these moments, and in Pathfinder it would have been hard to reproduce that.
Okay. Yeah, but I do the combat rules for the Dark Eye also very very openly. I don't look too closely at the rules here.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's if you do that, then the game becomes very mechanical, and I don't want that. I want it more organic.
Okay.
Besides, I remember seeing a video that someone else, or actually it was an article someone else did on that, and from the way they described it, those rules can get pretty intense anyway. You know, like they said that there's a lot of depth in the combat rules that you can go to if you really wanted to.
Yeah. Also in the Dark Eye, but you can have many additional rules about the condition of your weapons and so on, and you can compare weapons, whether one is better for parrying and attacking than the other, and so on. But as I said, it makes the whole experience more mechanical than. Yeah, I find it tedious. Yeah, and less about role playing. And so,
Right.
if you want more mechanics, I can do that, but I would prefer it more in this style.
Well,
Oh
that's
yeah,
where
Yeah, it's not necessary.
no, that's
yeah.
where I am in my role-playing experience as a whole. Any game I'm making, I try to do that way, with more role-playing aspects into a combat than more than mechanical ones.
Okay.
I
Cool.
mean, surprise, even though my favorite game is GURPS, I'm not the biggest mechanical fan.
Well, GURPS can be not that much mechanical. The mechanic
True.
is there, but it's just 3d6, and you choose
Yeah.
the difficulty.
Yeah, it's just with
Yeah.
GURPS that
I've never actually played
focus
GURPS.
so much. The focus is so much on rules and the amount of different rules that I think most people who play it don't see it that way.
They don't realize that it's all meant to be plug and play. Like you can take out like 90% of the rules, and you're actually just supposed to use the rules you need. And
Well,
but too many people just give someone the book, and say, "Go ahead, make a character."
and then
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's a mistake. I'm reading right now GURPS for the dummies, and it's very
yeah,
interesting because they try to clean up the rule. They guide you through what's important in the rule. I like that book.
Oh, that
right.
sounds interesting
That
because
is interesting.
I have a 300 page tome from this. I believe it's the second edition, and I never got warm with it.
Yeah. Well, mm, yeah. Um, fourth edition is even bigger. I mean, it's a character book and a campaign book for the basic set, and I think one of them's like 200 pages, and one of them's like 400, and 90% of that is skills, advantages, and disadvantages, though. So,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. You can
It
be
doesn't.
very specific if you want.
Well,
Yeah.
I've never actually played GURPS, but I actually have a number of their supplement books just for
Their
ideas.
supplements
The
are
Yeah.
supplements are great, yeah.
well.
Yeah. Even if you ever want to play GURPS, you
Yeah.
can get their supplements.
Well, I've talked about GURPS in one of my latest video, GURPS Discworld, and well, it's kind of GURPS light in it, so it can be very
Right.
light, that game. The game
Yeah.
with the rules are in the book,
Oh,
actually.
Uh,
Yeah.
I think it's a French book. It's the French version of it, and I think right now it's the only French product you can find with GURPS. Is Discworld. They don't even have the basic books in French, but they have GURPS Discworld in French.
oh,
That's
okay.
actually a good idea. Like, I mean, there should be the basic set tome, but the fantasy book should have enough of the rules to play a fantasy game in it, and like
Yeah.
the low tech book should have enough of the rules to play a historical game in it, and
Yeah,
that's
but then if you do that, then the Steve Jackson will be accused of reprinting all the basic rules over and over again to make more money out of less stuff. So I think in this situation you can't win as a designer.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably very true.
I think it works as a plug-and-play system. Just buy what you need. You don't. If you already have the rule book, you can just plug in something else.
Yeah, they'll just have to the GM just has to sit down with the characters first, and that's something that they need to actually put. The GM needs to walk you through the character creation process.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
tried
well,
creating a character on my own, but I gave up.
Well, the
Yeah.
only time I've played GURPS, it was a game master who made my character. I only told him what kind of character I did want, and he gave me a sheet
Done that
after
before
that.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I had problem with my GURPS session because my character was kind of he was running after women's. He was and every time he saw a woman, I had to do a check, and if I failed, I couldn't do anything because I was going to the woman I wanted to date every woman I've met. I was kind of a swashbuckling heartbreaker.
There's something about that. Do not take something unless it's an actual compulsion, and do not take something like that an actual like these are supposed to be addiction rules. Like you actually have to make a will check to do that. It's not really supposed to be like if you're a
Well, I did
womanizer,
have
you can
that,
be a womanizer without having to be addicted to skirt chasing.
but he was a hell of a fighter.
True, true.
On the other end, I was a real master fencer, but if he was fighting a nice woman, he couldn't fight her.
Yeah.
well, that's probably even realistic.
I have a
True.
lot of respect for her.
Hmm? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I said,
I'll keep
go
you
ahead.
guys in mind if anybody wants to.
No, I meant if someone with that attitude had to fight a woman, you probably couldn't take her seriously.
True. Yeah.
Okay, so we're done tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have a nice week.
You
Yes.
too. Sorry about the
you too.
GURPS tangent.
Oh, that's
what?
okay.
It's okay.
Oh,
Um,
I like to talk about role-playing games in general.
Yeah. That's why we're here, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, until next week.
Yeah.
Till next week.
Yeah, sounds good. See you next week.
See you next week.
Yes.